What's up, Retro Maniacs? Joe Day coming at you from Mike's Retro Trading Cards. And today I'm going to tell you what I think are the top 5 Tom Brady rookie cards that you can get on a budget. But before we get to that, hit the music. So a lot of you may be thinking, another Tom Brady rookie card video from Joe Day. I know Mike's thinking, my God, I have to edit another Tom Brady rookie card video from Joe Day. But I think through speaking with people on some social media platforms and some YouTube comments, there's just a thought out there that you can't afford Tom Brady rookie cards, that they're out of your reach, they're out of your budget. But I'm going to tell you, actually, there are some that are quite within your reach. And all 5 of these cards I'm going to talk about you can get for under $250. We're going to start right at number 5, 2000 Press Pass. You can pick that up in a PSA 8 for $175 to $225. I consider this Tom Brady's first ever rookie card. Press Pass and Sage were the first 2 card sets to come out every season. He didn't have a Sage rookie. He had this Press Pass rookie. So if you think about it, this is the first one. It came in the regular base. It also had a gold zone and blue torque variations on the foil. They all run right about the same price. So if you put in your eBay search engine, 2000 Press Pass, PSA 8 Tom Brady, just kind of look for which ones have auctions ending the soonest, and you can probably pluck one right at the end for a pretty good price. The $225 range is generally those that are in the buy it now or best offer situations. The one thing I love about this card, beyond it being probably Brady's first actual rookie card, they had the college license over in Press Pass, so you got to see Brady in his full Michigan uniform, which, as you'll find out here with number 4, was not always the case. Number 4 on the list is 2000 Fleer Ultra, and you can pick this one up in a PSA 8 for $225 to $250. Fleer Ultra set still made today, not for football, unfortunately. But I actually picked up a couple of boxes. I pre-ordered a couple of boxes of Fleer Ultra Avengers. So hopefully we'll be ripping that at some point on the channel. I know Marvel's getting a lot of things pushed back, unfortunately. Fleer Ultra, great set. Came out for the first time in 1991. The cards were all glossy. The entire set were glossy finish cards, which was unheard of at the time. Most of the cards at that point had borders all around the card. Fleer Ultra got rid of the borders. These don't sound like big innovations, but if you think of where cards were from the 50s, 60s, all the way up to the 90s, it was a big change to take away the borders. Great photography, always one of the best sets, always some of the best photography. The one drawback to this card that I find, no college license for Skybox/Fleer. So they had to airbrush his helmet, so it's a plain blue helmet instead of the Michigan helmet, which is a bummer. But it's such an iconic set that I can look past that for sure. These first 2 cards I recommend getting in a PSA or even a CSG slab. I think they actually present better, depending on what you're doing with them. If you're displaying them, I think they present better in a clear slab than they do in an SGC Tux. So you don't hear me say that too often, but I got to be completely honest with the viewers for sure. Number 3, 2000 Score. You can pick this one up in a PSA 8 for around $225 to $275, probably closer to $250 actually, but there were a couple of buy it nows that were $275. You can also pick this one up in an SGC 8 all the way down at $175 to maxed out at $225. This is one of those cards that I could see in either slab. Mine for my PC is in an SGC slab. It works in both. Score is a set that's still made today by Panini. They own the intellectual property for Score. It's one of the cheaper sets that come out every year, just like it was back then. Was pretty early in the year when it came out, so a lot of college uniforms. I kind of joke around. It reminds me of the design of this card kind of reminds me of a ugly dog that's so ugly it's cute. You've got the red and black border. You've got the green and yellow score logo. Brady wearing you can see the yellow pants in his uniform. It's a really ugly card, but something about it I really, really dig it. This is one that I think works in both clear slabs and tuxes. So just whatever you prefer would make sense, or whatever you can get cheaper as the auctions are ending. This is one, though, I definitely would recommend that you buy it graded instead of trying to buy it raw to grade. It is a very, very tough set to grade, a lot of imperfections. Again, it was a cheaper product, so it wasn't in the best shape, and it didn't have a lot of quality control out of the company. Number 2, this one's grown on me. 2000 Fleer Tradition. You can pick this one up in an SGC 8 for only $110 to $135. The one in my PC is an SGC 9. I got it for around $150. You can get it from around $150 to $200. This is one of 3 base cards that Brady shares with another player. He shares it with a 4th-round tight end that didn't do anything. I don't even think he played a game for the Patriots. Kind of looks like Gronk, though. Not going to lie. If I saw Gronk and Brady signing cards, I would probably have both of them sign this one. I'm sure Gronk would do it. He's adorable like that. This card was made for a tux. I can't think of a card, maybe other than the first one on my list, but there aren't many cards that look so good in a tux as this card does, and that's what actually made it grow on me. I saw it in a tux for the first time, and I'm like, I'm gonna pick one of those up. When you're looking at the actual quality of the card, not just the grade, I strongly recommend focusing on centering. Yeah, sure, corners, edges, I get it. People want their cards to have sharp corners, but for me, if I have to decide between sharp corners and perfect centering, especially with a card with 4 white borders, definitely give me the centering. But the big draw for this card, in my opinion, this is the best card you're going to be able to get on a budget if you are a Patriots fan or you want Brady in his Patriots helmet. This is it. The cards that Brady is in his Patriots uniform are through the roof compared to this. And I know he's sharing a card, and I know it's only a helmet and a practice jersey, but there is nothing for hundreds and hundreds of dollars till you get to the next one where Brady is wearing anything Patriots. So for a budget collector, this is definitely one that I would snag up. All right, that brings us to our number 1 Tom Brady rookie card you can get on a budget. I'll tell you what, I could have done a whole video on just top 5 Pacific Tom Brady rookie cards. But I limited it to the first card that was actually in my Tom Brady rookie card collection, and that's the 2000 Pacific Aurora. You can pick this one up in an SGC 9 for around $225 to $250. Still a great bargain. I jokingly call it a poor man's Flair Showcase. If you remember that set, it's a horizontal card. You've got the close-up picture of Brady's face. And the Aurora, he's wearing a plain white Russell Athletic ball cap. And then you've got the action shot of him in his Senior Bowl uniform with his Michigan helmet. Kind of like Flair Showcase setup with the close-up of Brady's face and the action pose. This one's probably about, 10 to 20 to 50 times less expensive. This is another one where I think centering is the key. You have 4 very distinct white borders, so you want to make sure, especially in an SGC tux, that centering is spot on, or it is very, very obvious. Unfortunately, I sent the 3 that I found in my collection to PSA, which they've been for about 15 months now. So, but if I was buying one, I would definitely buy one in an SGC Tux. So that's my top 5 rookie cards, Tom Brady rookie cards you can get on a budget. Won't break the bank. And this is probably the best time to buy them. You know, we're a little bit before the National and we're a few months before the NFL season. I suspect the prices will probably go up the closer we get to the NFL season, as they tend to do. So if you're a collector and you're trying to pick something up, not just Tom Brady rookie card wise, but just in general football card wise, I would probably look at it now. We're, you know, getting towards the end of July and the beginning of August. So this is probably the time to pick something up. Do you agree with my list, or do you have something that you prefer in that sub $250 range? If so, please leave a comment, let us know. Like the video if you like it, and of course, follow us, subscribe if you have not already. Until the next one, we'll talk to you later.